Hello, I'm hoping we're live. Let me just check my laptop. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to see comments on this live the way I have my phone set up. I've got my laptop next to me, but I don't think I'll be able to read them from a distance anyway. Just wait another 30 seconds for people to jump on board. If you do make a comment, I will, here we go, I'll just see if I can bring up the live comments on my laptop. I haven't gone onto a live on my laptop before, so technology and myself are not having good days today. Here we go. Oh. Watch video. Bear with me one moment. Oh, I might be able to see comments on my laptop. For anyone that doesn't know me, my name's Melinda. I don't even know my own name today. I'm from Scrapbookingncraft. Oh, hi Jen. Hi Tabitha. Oh, I can read comments if I look quite close at my laptop. I also have low vision, so it's really hard for me to see things from a distance. Oh, hang on. I forgot to mute my laptop. I can hear myself talking. I'll get rid of myself. Now you've only got one of me, you don't have two. Oh, technology and me are not friends today. But that's okay. So we're here to do a live demonstration of... And there goes the bunnies. Oh, really? I have my daughter's two bunnies in the back room of where I film, and every time I start talking on a video or on a live, they think it's time to communicate, so they scratch boxes and rip things, so I do apologise. I told my daughter the other day I'll make bunny stew because they were really annoying me. She was not impressed. Okay, back to what we're doing. Oh, Jenny, thanks. I'll be fine. Yes. Okay, so these are Dina Wakley gloss sprays, and they're available from Hillbilly Scrappin'. From my lovely friend Jen. So I was playing with these last night. So just a little bit about the sprays before we get into spraying them. They are a gloss acrylic spray. They're not an ink spray. So Dilutions have ink sprays. Tim Holtz have oxide ink sprays. These are a paint spray. So they're slightly different. They're actually permanent when you spray them on, unlike Dilutions or the Distress line that are water reactive. These don't react with water. They are permanent, which makes them awesome for art journaling. Hello, Margaret. Oh, why have they got white writing on green text? Facebook, that's really a hard colour for me to read. So what was I saying? They're permanent paint sprays. So they're actually like a spray paint you'd buy down at the hardware store, but they don't have the nasty chemicals in them, which makes them really safe. They're water. You can wash them out with water. Few things to take care of your sprays. Keep these plastic caps because sometimes you'll get a little skin. Oh, where's the nozzle? There it is. You'll get a little skin forming on here on your nozzle and you won't be able to spray it. So Dina Wakley says keep your caps nice and firm on when you don't, when you're not using them. And you also need to give them a shake. You can hear a ball bearing in them. So the ball bearing is going to mix up the paint. So every time you go to spray, you're going to need to mix up the paint. Let's quickly run through the colours and then we'll get started, because I'm sure you all want to see them sprayed out. So we have a beautiful, it's going to be fun to read the colours. I'll read them through the camera, that'll be easier. Olive. We have cheddar. The 5 down the bottom I'm going to work with. What's that one say? Eggplant. So these match her paint colours as well. That one's fuchsia. That one's marine. And this one's magenta, lime, and the 5 colours I'm going to work with today, if I don't stop knocking bottles over. So if you only purchase a few, I'm sure you'll be purchasing a few more later on. So we're going to work with turquoise, ocean, lemon, night, which is a really dark dark blue, and we're going to work with white. So let's put these over here. So I'll show you some of the ones that I did last night. I was playing. So this is the sort of effect you can create. So they will resist, oh, I'm trying not to get the light shine. They will resist each other. Just checking on the chat. Hi, is it Dorinka? Oh, I've got a, Dorinka, I think you're the same one I'm replying to about Chipboard. You're on my list for later today. So the sprays resist each other and will actually make this nice nebular effect. This is 3 or 4 colours on top of each other. So this is another one. These are great undersea pictures. I was playing with some mermaids last night as well. So this is just, the cardstock I've done it on is Craft white cardstock, and it's the nice smooth one. Jen sells that at Hillbilly Scrapping as well. I love that one. This one's really cool too. So I've just cut my cardstock down to tag size. So that we can just have a bit of a play. I've got a messy mat down. What you want to do, because these are an acrylic spray, you do want to protect your area, and I'm hoping I don't get any on my phone today. Let's see, might make a nice colourful phone. So these are a couple of the mermaids I did last night. Where's my other mermaid? So they work brilliantly on the chipboard as well. Jen says she loves them. Oh, thank you, Jen. This is so weird doing a live, talking to people, but not hearing your voices back. It's really weird to get used to. So we're just going to take a tag. The first time you spray onto a tag that doesn't have gesso or anything onto it, the sprays will actually soak into the tag. So we're going to go with the blue. So I'm going to sort of spray the top half of the tag. I'm going to check where the sprayer is so I don't go and spray my phone. So we're just going to give it 2 or 3 sprays. See how it's doing the resist already? Sometimes it does that. Every time you make a tag, they're going to be different. I'm going to go with the darker blue. This one is the ocean, and the first one was turquoise. So the first time you spray the paper, it will actually soak into the paper. The second time you spray it over the top, it will actually start doing this really cool effect. Oh, what is the tag size? Margaret's asked. It's 10 centimetres wide by 8.5 inches. So that'd be 4 inches by 8.5 inches tall. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this one out the way. It's still wet, but look at all this lovely spray. I'll just put that one over there for a minute. Lovely overspray I've got on my messy mat. You can actually take a tag. I apologise if the camera wobbles because I'm going to drag this across my table. You can actually pick up all this goodiness onto your tag. I'm actually working over the top of my camera, so this is a bit awkward, but I like watching live demonstrations up the right way instead of watching them sort of upside down. So this will dry, and then we can add some more spray to this. So where I haven't got the spray here, we'll take the next spray, and if I spray it here, it'll resist it because we've already got a coat of the spray on. So let's put that one aside to dry up there. This one's nearly dry. It doesn't take long to dry. It's quite cold here. I've turned my heater off today, suffering for the live in the coldness of my house. So I didn't want the heater noise on. So I can go and, I'm going to go and put some yellow on top of this one. And we'll see what fun stuff the yellow does. Sorry, just trying to locate the spray nozzle so I don't spray the wrong direction. And you'll see the yellow start to resist some of the other colours. What I'll do is I'll just move that outside, and I'm going to pick up some of the yellow. Oh, I've got bottles of spray going everywhere. Just going to pick up some of this yellow. So when you do have a play with your sprays, have a large collection of tags or scrap paper to, or even art journals to mop up with. See how I'm building up the colour on that one? Oh, that's nice. While this one sits here and does its thing, I'm going to show you something really cool with chipboard. So if we grab a new tag, we're going to grab a chipboard mermaid. So this is one of my designs. I've just pre-gessoed it. And we're going to grab a circle. This technique works better on fatter pieces of chipboard as opposed to smaller ones here, because you've got more real estate here for the sort of the nebula effect to work. So we might, this is weird working over my camera. We're going to put a couple of circles sort of on the tag. Let's move that one just out of the way here, and I'm going to spray this one. So the chipboard pieces are going to mask off the back. What colour am I going to go with? I'm going to put, let's go, I can't decide what colour. I've got too many colours. Let's have a look at the chat while I do this. Yes, Darinka, they are, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. They are wow. You're going to have to get them from Jen, and you're going to have to get them in every colour, because I couldn't choose what colours. I was going to start with a couple. So I'm just giving this a bit of a shake. So the chipboard acts as great stencils as well, and you're getting a sort of 2-for-1 here. You're coating your chipboard, and you're also using it as a resist. So I can take these chipboard pieces off, and I'll let these dry off to the side, and then when I spray a second colour on top, they'll do something really cool as well. Not sure whether I just mentioned I have just primed the chipboard with a bit of white gesso just to seal it. So this one here will dry and then we'll spray over the top of that one. What's our one in the back doing? I'm just going to pick up that overspray. So we're just going to move that over there. Bring this tag in that I keep blobbing paint on. I think Jen and I are going to have to get together and do a lot more of these demonstrations. Maybe when I go to Jen's house to do prep for shows, maybe we do that really quickly and then we can play. That would be really cool. So just picking up a lot of that. Oh, I like that. That's really cool. So because these sprays are permanent, they're great for art journaling because I'm just going to grab my paper towel roll and grab a bit of that off so I don't make a mess everywhere. So they're great for art journaling because when you spray through them, they actually are permanent, so you can spray and work on top of them. This one is nearly dry. What colour will we hit this one with? What I might do is put some night on it because that's how I got this really cool, effect. This was night over the top. I love that effect. Very under the sea. Now you can get so many different looks with... Yes, Jen, I just like playing with Jen's stash. Jen's stash is all organised. If you come to my house, I have the bits here, there and everywhere. Also, Jen has every colour of every product open. I don't. So it's fun playing at Jen's house. I'm glad she only lives... Oh, that's doing it straight away. I love going to Jen's house and playing. It's fun. So our circles and our mermaid off to the side are nearly dry. Let's move that one up to the top to dry and hopefully I don't lose it off the end of the table. And let's put some dark dots on this one. Oops, oh, that's not what I want to do. Oh wow, that tag's coming along nicely as well. So these make great backgrounds. You can take your tags or even your pieces of paper, die cut them, or make them into card fronts as well. I was playing around. I'll show you something I was playing around with before. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this one. Is this one dry enough yet? Should be dry enough. Let's just give it a pat with a paper towel. So this is the one we did with the stencils. What you can do, these areas that were under the stencil are the raw paper. So they're going to grab to my next colour. And then... oh, that's funny. I'm watching myself a few seconds behind. Jen says, I miss you. Yes. Yes, Jen, I miss you too. And I miss doing the shows as well. What am I doing? I can't talk and work at the same time. So I'm just going to grab the yellow. And when I spray the yellow, it's going to grab in these white areas. And then I can wipe it off, hopefully. Well, Dina Wakley did this on her video and it worked. Let's see if it will work on my video. Concept will work. So I'm just going to spray... So the yellow over the blue is going to start to react and do that resisting. But if we give it a couple of seconds, we can actually take a paper towel roll. And if it works for Dina Wakley, it should work for me, hey? Have I waited enough time? We can actually wipe off a lot of that extra spray that's on top of the blue. And it will stay... Just being really gentle. She just wiped... Oh, I've got other colours of spray on here. So see how now we've filled in the yellow. And we have got some of the yellow appearing on the blue. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to bring back my masks and cover up again. And I'm going to put some night. Oh, I love this colour night. Oh, by the way, Jan, I may need a... another tube of each colour put aside for me, maybe, if you sell enough, if there's any left. I think, oh, let's see if I can get this lined up. I actually want to mask this off and put some night over the top, just because I'm having fun. So yes, I think I need another bottle of each colour to play with. So I have a spare and I have one to use. So, oh, I missed the... Okay, let me get these a bit better. I missed the bits of chipboard. So we'll just give that a few seconds to do its thing. And as you can see, as they dry, it repels each other and you'll see that colour underneath, and they make really cool embellishments. So you're sort of getting 2-for-1 embellishments. I'm trying to pick it up without putting my finger in the... That one looks really cool, putting my finger in it. So I love that each tag is different. Oh, I'm going to grab this mermaid without... I should have grabbed myself some tongs. Not tongs, tweezers. Oh, I can't talk today. Oh, isn't that really cool? I love how this is working. That is really cool. So I'm just going to move that one out the way. And, whoops. And I could stand here all day and play. This is terrible. I'm going to just grab a new tag and just wipe up some of this without hopefully making you seasick with the camera. So this is night and yellow. You've got to be a little careful when the sprays are wet because opposite colours will mix and make mud. So yellow and blue, are they the opposite colours? No, I think it's blue and orange. But they don't mix when they're dry. Oh, wow, look at this one. It's one we did earlier. I can't see. What's Jenny saying? Fabulous Mel will be doing a great art journal class. Yes. For Jen's next Hillbilly Scrap and Retreat at the end of May that we've had to turn virtual instead of in person, I have done a beautiful art journal page, and it will be a full class with instructions that you can purchase. I like that too. Does anyone have any questions? I'll see if I can answer any questions. Yes, Drinker, they were on my wish list since Dina Wakley brought them out at Creativation in, I think that was early January, early February. And I was waiting and waiting till Jen got them. She got them just in time for Bendigo show. So I had to buy every colour. The other great thing about these is you can actually use them with, let me just grab, oh, do I have a sponge? I knew I threw one there the other day. The other great thing about these sprays is, let me find a tag that I want to put something over the top of. Bunnies, that's not being very cooperative. You're being very loud. So normally with sprays, oh, you just got to be careful with wet sprays. You don't put wet sprays in wet sprays. So these are really cool too. Sometimes using other sprays like Dina Wakley sprays or the distress sprays, if you want to go and stencil over the top of them, your stencil colour, for example, white, will actually soak up the colour. But these sprays are really cool. So this is just Dina Wakley. Jen has these as well from Hillbilly Scrapping. These are her paint colours. And her paint colours actually match her ink colours. So I just grab one of my stencils and I'm just going to stencil some swirls up here. And I'm hopefully not going to make you all dizzy. I'll try to do it. Oh, camera's flipping, camera's moving. I have to get a better camera set up next time I do lives. So this white paint will actually, I'm trying to be very gentle, just using a makeup sponge to do a bit of stenciling. This white paint will stay white. So once these sprays are permanent and dry, you can stencil or paint over the top of them and that is going to stay white. Let's do a little bit down here to use up the paint. So that's why I like them as well. So you can use paint pens over the top of these. You can use virtually anything over the top of them once they're dry, which is really cool. Whoops. Sorry if I'm making everyone seasick. Oh, wow, that looks really cool. Now, you wouldn't be able to get that effect on a dilution spray or oxide spray because the colour would leach up and this would not be white. One thing I was playing with last night, I'll just show you on this tag. Where's my mermaid gone? My mermaid's run away. So I was actually playing with embellishing some of these tags. So this is the one I did with a couple of mermaids in the background. So I decided to put some tissue paper down just as a bit of texture. I haven't stuck all this down yet. And then I've got some mermaid scales that I've also sprayed with the paint. These have only been sprayed once. So the spray without putting the gesso, these were not gessoed. The spray soaks in a lot, so that's why I like to put the coat of gesso on, so it just makes the spray stand on top a lot more. Then we'll grab our, whoops, upside down, grab one of our white flourishes, and then we've got an embellished tag to go in our art journal or our card. How you going, Lynn? Yes, you should have ordered the darker colours, Lynn. You should have just ordered the whole 12 and be done with it. I couldn't choose. The Night is actually one of my favourites. It's very dark. It's almost like a black tone in these, but it's like a nice navy blue. I think that's a bit. Oh, these ones are dry. Let me show you a close-up of these. Let me get this one out of the way. I've got wet stuff everywhere. So we'll just see if I can not get the glue. Oh, I love this one. And every time you do a tag, you are not going to be able to repeat it. They are all going to be so different. So if you do one you like, good luck trying to repeat it. Good luck trying to get it. Get a duplicate of it. But this one's really cool too. I'll do something in those circles. This will be nice stenciled over as well. Is this dry enough to stencil? Not quite yet. So I will pop some of these when I stencil over the top. Stencil over the top of that. I've got wet stuff everywhere. I'll pop a picture up on my Facebook page, but I'll probably use this stencil. It's just a bit wet at the moment. I'll probably use this stencil and stencil in the circles just for something different. But I can't wait to play with these some more. Oh, hey Wendy, how you going? Hey Judy. So has anyone got any questions before I sign off? And I may do another live tomorrow. I've just got to get organised and see what I want to demonstrate. So these are loads of fun, and of course you need them in every colour. A nice script will be great. Oh, a script stencil you mean, Jen? I don't know whether I have a script stencil. I might have to raid your stash for that one. I've probably got a script stencil somewhere. Actually, a script would be really nice. This might be a bit bold. Yes, I'll have to make a script stencil for myself, won't I? I think I've got every other design. Was there a purple, Tabitha says? Sort of. There is. Well, they're hard to see the colours. This one's called Eggplant. It's probably the purpley. It's more of a red purple. You're meaning like a true purple, Tabitha. I know purple is your favourite colour. Marine. These ones are probably closest to your purples, but it's more of a purple red than like a true purple. And this one's more of a pinky pink. So she doesn't have like a true purple. Hoping she will bring... Yes, Mel, we'll do another live. Oh, thanks for dobbing me in, Jenny. That's always handy. It's actually handy I can read comments on my laptop. I was concerned I couldn't do that and couldn't talk back to you. I'm hoping Dina will bring out a second lot of sprays matching some more of her paint colours, because I believe these have been very popular and will continue to be popular. Yes, Tabitha, they do look interesting. I'll throw one of my tags in your parcel, Tabitha, so you can see it in real life, and then you'll really, really, really want them. How does that sound? I know, I'm an enabler, aren't I? That's terrible. So let's just check on a couple of these. These are looking gorgeous. You can see how the light blue colour was the first one I did, and then the dark blue colours on top is just resisting, and they're all just different. It reacts differently, so you can never reproduce. If I wanted these three to be the same, good luck trying to achieve that. You can also paint with these sprays. You don't necessarily have to spray with them. You can take the, what colour will we do? I'll add some more to this one. You can also take the, hopefully if I don't spill this over the top of me, you can actually take this out and drop it on as well. So if you drop it on like this, it's more concentrated and it will dry like a bubble, which is really cool. So you can put them on in so many different ways. I was watching a live of Dina Wakley's the other day, and I have a few more ideas of how I want to use them. So I might practice with that, because I've got to practice first so I don't make an absolute fool of myself doing a live, and then I'll come on and show you some different ways to use the sprays as well. So I might end it up there. Yes, Tabitha, they are. Ooh, they are very nice. So I might end it up there. Thank you very much for coming along and watching our live. And I will post up tomorrow if I organise to do another live. I do have a lot of orders to go pack. Thank you very much for everyone that's ordered. That is on my to-do list this afternoon. I'd rather be playing with these sprays, but I have to do some work eventually. The bunnies seem to be getting rather loud, so I will go. So, bye. Thank you for watching. I'll chat to you all again soon.